I'm Elizabeth from WonderWomanI'mNot.com, and today I'm here to show you how to make chocolate covered strawberries that are super easy to make, but yet will be sure to impress your guests with their wonderful taste and beauty. So like I said, they're super easy to make. All you need is some dipping chocolate. I like Baker's milk chocolate, dipping chocolate, and Dolce's white chocolate. You also can use chocolate chips if you want on the stovetop or the microwave with a little bit of milk. I actually think this is a lot easier. You put it in the microwave for about a minute and 45 seconds in 30-second increments, and you end up with very smooth, creamy chocolate. Super easy to use. So to start with, you take some strawberries. I like to wash mine several hours before. You definitely want them completely dry before you start dipping them. And it's as easy as grasping them by the stem, dipping them in, giving them a little swirl, letting them drain a little bit, and putting them on wax paper to dry. Now typically what I like to do is go through, make a bunch, and then I'll stick them in the refrigerator for about 5-10 minutes to harden before I move on to the next step. So we'll just once again dip them in chocolate, take care of the edge, and put them down. Now as you'll notice, I've done a couple different designs here. One of them is a tuxedo strawberry, which I'll show you how to make. I also like to double dip them. Sometimes I'll dip them in either the white and then the chocolate, or the chocolate and then the white. Sometimes I like to use an Oreos crushed up in the food processor. You want to get them so that they're finely ground. And then a lot of times I like to just finish them off with a drizzle, but you can do as much or as little as you want. A single simple dip is just as yummy, although maybe not as impressive as some of these others. So what you'll want to do, if all you want is a single dip, these are done. If you want to do a double dip, which I personally would recommend because I like my chocolates double dipped, you would just take one that's already been hardened in the refrigerator and dip it again to get that second coating. Now I will tell you, if you're going to dip the milk or dark chocolate first, followed up by the white chocolate, you'll want to make sure you're just about done with your white chocolate because that does tend to discolor your white chocolate a little bit. So if you want to use the Oreo crumbs, and you can do M&Ms, you could do really anything that you wanted. I like the Oreos because I've got Oreo nuts in my house. So what I would do is take a strawberry, dip it in the chocolate, let it drain a little bit, and then just set it on top of a bunch of Oreo crumbs, kind of mush them on top, and then move it over to my wax paper. So let's see, to make the tuxedos, it's super easy. Now I've already dipped. Once again, you always want to make sure your chocolate is hardened before you double dip the second time. So I had already gone in and did some white chocolate. So now to make the tuxedos, all you have to do is dip one side of the chocolate. We're just making the jacket is what we're doing. Let it drain a little bit, and then dip the other side of the chocolate. So you end up with a V neck of the white part, and then we'll just put it on our wax paper. Same thing, we'll just do another one here. You dip one side, come back, dip the second side, so that you have the V-neck in the white. So now to actually make the tuxedos, what I like to use is, it's called a make and mold, and you basically put chocolate wafers in there, stick it in your microwave for 30 to 45 seconds, and you get melted chocolate. I've heard people use toothpicks. I mean, you could do other stuff. For me, I like this because I feel like it gives me a little bit of control and makes them a little bit nicer looking. So to actually make the tuxedos, you're going to start with your bow tie, and what I do is, if it's working right, I like to make 2 triangles with the tips touching. Otherwise, sometimes I'll just make it as simple as 2 kind of lines just so you give the illusion of a tie. But so you will just maybe make the triangles. And then just 2 little dots for the buttons. So once again, we'll just do the triangle for the tie. And you can see they're not perfect. Let's be honest, people are gonna just devour them in a couple minutes anyways, so they don't have to be perfect. You just really want to give the illusion of the tuxedo. And there you go, you have your tuxedo strawberries. So then the other thing that I like to do here is just finish him off in various ways. You know, like I said, sometimes I like to drizzle some chocolate. Sometimes I might just double dip. So to drizzle the chocolate, it's as simple as you pick up a spoon and you let it fall across the top. And once again, it doesn't have to be perfect. People aren't paying an arm and a leg for these. You just want it to look really nice. So there, you've now made chocolate covered strawberries. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you would like more detailed instructions or to look at any of the things that I've used here and find links as to where to buy them, please stop at wonderwomanimnot.com/chocolate strawberries. While you're there, look around for other useful recipes or household hints that might make your life a little bit easier. I'm Elizabeth Hill. Thank you very much.